Crucial Ballistix gaming memory delivers the seamless performance and instant responsiveness you need for total domination. With Ballistix gaming memory, you get faster speeds, lower latencies, and aggressive heat spreaders. Advanced features such as LEDs, low-profile modules, and real-time temperature monitoring let you customize your rig further. Ballistix modules are available in DDR3 and the latest DDR4 technology, which is faster, has lower voltages, and greater capacities than DDR3. Choose your level of performance with Sports, Tactical, or Elite series, and crush the competition with Ballistix. Accelerate nearly everything on your rig with a Crucial SSD. Slash load times, get into your game faster, and access files, games, and apps almost as soon as you click on them. Choose the form factor that's right for your build and destroy the competition with the power and acceleration of a Crucial SSD.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's your boy Lacho, sponsored by Kotek, coming to you live. Tonight we are doing a multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch, so it's going to be a lot more exposures for the Ballistix Masters South Africa 2018. And this is Villains taking on New Text Document, and definitely it's going to promise to be one of the best matches thus far, and we will be getting right into the action. The first bands out for the side of New Text Document is the Omni Knight as well as the Viper, and on the side of Villains they have decided to take out the Night Stalker and the Gyrocopter. Still one ban remaining in the first banning phase for these two teams, taking a bit of their time and discussing their options. Interestingly enough, these two teams matched up in a pub game just before this one, so I think they had a bit of time to actually suss each other out and get a feel of what they are going to be facing, and this is going to be a very interesting matchup. The third ban out for the side of NTD is the Disruptor, and then the Shadow Shaman on the side of Villains. We are now currently waiting for the first pickup from the side of NTD just to get the match underway, and they have decided to go for the Tusk. Tusk is a very awesome hero, but quickly Villains decide to go up for the Enchantress and the Naga Siren. Now, Naga Siren have been picked quite a lot in this tournament thus far, doing very well, especially with the ulti that puts you to sleep, and it is going to cause quite a bit of issues for the side of New Text Document. I do like the Enchantress pickup, nice slow there. They're going to have a hard time beating up on her, as it does cause quite a bit of attack slow, and they are going to definitely have issues with that one. We are now waiting for the second pickup from New Text Document, and I'd really like to see what they could possibly pick up here. They've got the Tusk, they could possibly go for maybe a Life Stealer. They might decide to go for a second support. Bane works very well with him, as well as the Marana, so it could be very worth their while to pick up something to that effect, but it is up to them what they are going to pick. Everything still going very well underway, and without any further, it's a very good combo. You've got the cold in, you've got the ice wall, so that will lock any player in place and ensure that the cold feet locks them in place even longer. The Razor and the Sand King now being banned out from the side of Villains, and New Text Document massive ulti, and they don't want to be disrupted in any sort of team fight. They might possibly consider going for maybe like an anti-mage, maybe that needs to stand still while casting, you know, his ulti. You could possibly maybe decide, but the Terrorblade being banned out, and Villains decide to pick up the Witch Doctor. Now, of course, the Mallet.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
Position, cancel the sleep.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Now the
Radiant's turn to pick.
picked up by the side of New Text Document, coming into now the Dragon Knight pickup does bring for this late game is extremely, that he has all
10 seconds.
early, very powerful, and will ensure that he stays in the lane longer. It would be interesting to see. Only pick very tanky hero.
The Dyer
Also going document ever so powerful.
10 seconds.
Villains tactics, I would say, is a lot consider picking up. They could possibly even go as far. So they do have a lot of options available on of how they would.
5 seconds remaining.
They want to ensure that new in mind, but they do decide to take out the Obsidian Destroyer. Very, very nice ban out. And we are waiting for the
10 seconds.
apparition combination. Have the Juggernaut, which also works very, very well. Possibly you'll have the Juggernaut going into the safe. Luna would go mid. It's still a toss-up as to where. On the Enchantress, that to get those levels up very, very quickly. So play this.
To pick.
Oh, and the got to puck with the Dream Call. That is going to lock you into place, especially if you know, they go in for the fight. You've got the Luna with the ulti, you've got the Juggernaut with splash attack late game, and ooh, the Templar Assassin. So
What?
Nagasiren, I would possibly assume, can in this. Tiny possibly go into the safe lane. It's still very difficult to call where they're heading with this particular strat that they're going, but as I mentioned before, these probably are two of the top teams thus far, doing exceptionally well, and we will just have to wait and see what they come up with. So this is the Ballistix Master South Africa 2018 new text document versus villains, and that is coming up next. Right, and we are straight into the game, and just to introduce the two sides, new text document up first on Radiant. The Luna is going to be played by Text, then Puck will be played by Epic 4 Days, Dragonite will be played by Sangreal, the Tusk is going to be played by Tupac, and then Ancient Apparition will be played by the Dark Dice. On the other end of the map though, the Dire side, we do have villains, and that is the Tiny that will be played by 1337. We have Nagasiren that will be played by Alvin. Enchantress will be played by Panda 737. Templar Assassin will be played by Demonic Lord, and finally we have Terabyte that is going to be playing on that Witch Doctor. So we have a very, very quick ward here in the mid lane. I think Dark Dice actually did spot that one out. There was a ping to the mid lane. He does have a sentry ward available, so I think he's just going to try and deward that. Hasn't popped down anything as yet. On the bottom lane we do have the DK and the Luna, but Tupac not scared at all. He's going to want to go in there, trying to see if anyone is going to try and disrupt the pickup of the bounty. Right, so there are a bit of issues in terms of the mic. I do apologize for that technical issue, but we do have an engagement early on. Tupac just popping that ice wall down onto Alvin, but Alvin does manage to escape. Panda 737 just decided no, he's not going to go for the chase. So it is Sangreal on the Dragon Knight in the mid lane versus the Templar Assassin, which is played by Demonic Lord. At the bottom lane, we've got Tupac, Text, and the Dark Dice, and that will be going up against Panda and Alvin. On the top lane, we've got Terabyte and 1337 going up against Epic for Days, who is playing on the puck. Ooh, Naga Siren taking a lot of damage, and that could possibly be first blood coming down. Yes, that's first blood, and that's only 45 seconds into the match. Unfortunately, Naga Siren not able to escape the side of Newtek's document. In the mid lane, though, something quick here at the last hits and the nice. Sangreal is currently leading. Is a ward here at the bottom lane. Another engagement on Panda 737. Has to run past that ice wall. And Dark Dice just not enough to able to kill Panda. He does pop that magic stick. But Puck actually taking quite a bit of damage here in the top lane. Panda just popping that healing. Dark Dice not able to cancel it. I think it did complete though, or give him enough regen at the moment. Tiny in safe lane carry position. Ooh, but we have a kill at the bottom lane. Let's have a quick look at that fight recap. Nice stun coming out there from the Luna. I think most of the action is going to take place here at the bottom lane. There's a lot of harassment, especially coming from Tupac and of course the cold feet, which, like I mentioned before, is going to trap them in place and allow Luna to hopefully get most of the kills. So having a quick look at the Euro list currently. Having a quick look to see what's happening there. Right, it does seem that the audio issue has been fixed, but now they're jumping onto Panda 737 again. Nice little jump in there. He does get blocked by the ice wall. Tupac coming in, new text document, or text rather, but Tupac actually taking the kill there. Would have preferred giving that to the Luna just to get those levels up quicker, as well as that very, very important gold. That enchant just slowing down the attack speed. Euro levels currently is the Dragon Knight as well as the Templar Assassin on level 4. But Puck actually taking quite a bit of damage. Ooh, trying to avoid that with the phase shift. And not going to die. Do see nice enchanted mangoes there on to Luna and the Boots of Speed as well. Just to give that additional speed in movement. And that's going to help quite a bit there. He's definitely got enough mana there. Templar Assassin is going to pick up that Arcane Rune. It seems that the pace of the game has slowed down quite a bit. XP per minute going in favor of Templar Assassin at the moment, but we do have a rotation coming in from Alvin. There is a ward at the top lane, so they basically know exactly where he is. Stars coming in, and that is Terabyte. Nice silence, phase shift, and the orb out. But now we've got Tupac coming into the phase. Beautiful cancellation on the TP, and that is going to be the end of Terabyte. Fortunately caught out there, way overextension, and unfortunately that toss did not go according to plan. Bottom lane Panda still taking quite a lot of harassment there. Dark Dice trying to ensure that Panda misses out on a lot of experience. But now we've got a rotation to the mid lane, and that is Alvin. not. I think Sangreal actually spotted him out. Does have the nets available as well as the Riptide on the Nagasiren. Another kill going down there, and this time it is the Ancient Apparition going down. Panda just using the Wisps, the Nature Attendants, just to heal up as much as possible. Trying to juke his way away from TXC, but he does get stunned up. Alvin coming in, beautiful little nets. He's got the Riptide. Oh, and Panda actually manages to get the kill and turn the tide. Oh, a Dark Dice coming in with a sneaky little kill there. Taking out the Enchantress. Moment. Enchantress got it. That. Sentry Ward being popped. Lord. Is a hate. A breath of fire. And Demonic Lord actually wants to fight. Oh, but Enchantress going down. 6 for 2, 6 minutes 20 seconds into the game. Another rotation coming out there from the Witch Doctor. That phase shift actually manages to land as well as the Maledict. But I doubt that's going to be enough to actually kill the puck. Now taking slow, but just look at that. Nice net coming out there from Alvin. Riptide as well. Demonic Lord coming. Do you have another strategy chat? Yes. Sangreal in a bit of trouble, but Ice Wall coming in, and that cancels out Demonic Lord, as well as the Pock pumping in, as well as the Dream Coil with the silence, and that is the end of Demonic Lord. Now they're giving chase there to Alvin. But they have decided to abandon that effort. Slow coming out. Alvin taking quite a bit of damage there in the mid lane. Ooh, they're going on to Alvin. Nice little jump. Ice Wall. Alvin is going to go down, and the Dark Dice on the Ancient Apparition is going to get that kill. And there's so much damage coming from Text on to Panda. He's not able to directly attack Panda, as he definitely does slow his attacks quite a bit, and then obviously he has to use that magic.
Got it.
Healing power.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Nice little stack here at the top Dire side. That's about 2 or 3 stacks. Sangreal making use of that Elder Dragon form. Ooh, another jump in coming there from Tusk. Ice Wall does go down, but ooh, a sneaky little kill coming out there from Text. Just making very, very well use of that Lucent Beam. I does to a certain extent feel that New Text Doc is taking a control on this map. It's 9 for 2 and 9 minutes into the game, which means they've been getting a kill at least once every minute, and it doesn't seem that the side of villains are at the point yet where they feel comfortable to fight back. They're relying quite a lot on the levels as well as the gold. A lot of the gold is being denied at the moment by New Text Document. There are still 9 minutes in the game. Oh, look at that cancel of the TP. But Templar Assassin Does go down. Very, very nice cancellation of the TP there by Luna, just to try and avoid that Naga Siren will be able to help out in the mid lane. But now Alvin going on to Tupac. Tupac doesn't have that much mana available. Boots 16 seconds on cooldown. Maledict coming out, and that is going to be terrible.
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ooh, look at 1 through 3. Now the cold feed coming out. That illusionary orb does miss, and 1 through 3 7 seems to be tanking up the damage. He does have the drum of endurance as well as 9 charges on the magic wand. He does decide to turn around. He manages to get it, and that is going to be epic. For Days going down. Walrus Sponge going on to Tiny, but the Dark Guys managing to get the kill. That ulti coming through. It's going to land. Going to hit everyone there. But Luna's still taking quite a bit of damage, and Alvin might actually still go down. Doesn't look like his HP is dropping down that low anymore. You have the first time to go down in the bot lane. Radiant going down in the Dias. Nice engagement. Is able to juke. A quick look at the item. The null talisman, so definitely building up into a
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Dragonite. He's going to build into the armlet next. Wants to build his way to.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.
Does get caught in. Apparition. Tiny. Fuse raindrop. The braces are also building into a drum. Now Templar. That is building into the Desolator, which is very, very nice and powerful on a hero like Templar Assassin. But Tupac hasn't been spotted out, but oh, he's going to run into Alvin. Alvin is in a bit of trouble there. He does manage to pop down the sleep. 57. Ulti coming out from AA. But that is the death ward from Terrify. I think he might actually go down. Ice Wall coming out there from into the tree line. And Puck seemingly manages to get away. Jump. He's going to go down to Alvin.
Won't last long. Dire structures are fortified.
Well, and now the team net worth has actually jumped up to 1k to that in the favor of villains. Seems that I am apparently still having to work. I hope everyone can still hear me in game. Oh, we've got a nice little smoke up, but Alvin is sitting on the side, cancelling it out. Nice little jump going on team. Ice Wall and the Walrus Sponge. That is the end of Alvin. He gets taken out quickly. Oh, and the poor Satyr, he is also going to feel it. 1337. He does have that very, very important blink dagger. Now he would definitely have to get some attack speed. It seems that he is building into that Echo Saber.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Epic for days. The Dark Dice creeping up on Panda. But the creeps have spotted them out. Seems that we might have a chase here. Text, he's going to be found. Terabyte, nice blinking coming in from 137. The stun actually misses. Look at that ulti going array. And, oh, Terabyte, is he going to be able to escape? No, he's actually going to go down to Dark Dice once again. Epic for days dropping that Dream Coil. 1337 is going to go down here. He's taken up so much damage and double kill going to the Dark Dice. Panda now, he's on the run, has to get back 15 charges on that magic wand. The infused raindrops as well. Epic for days wants to build into that Eel Scepter and then into the Blink Dagger, which is going to make it extremely hard for the side of villains to actually try and get him down. Top lane, nice stun going on to Nagasiren, does have the sleep available. Not going to use it just yet. Tiny has gone down in the bot lane. New text document now pushing towards the bottom Dire tower. Chances is there. He does have the double damage available. He is going to find the courier. And he is going to manage to actually take it out. Beautiful there, but there were no items in the courier. Getting ready for an engagement here. We do have the Dream Call available there from Epic for days. Panda just going to try and stack. Dex just going to farm up. Smoke coming out. Nagasiren does have the Song of the Siren available. Going to run into two. Buck does manage to cut them, but there's a nice little stack over there. Nice engagement there. Beautiful Dream Claw coming out there, but Tusk is going to go down. Ulti coming in there from the Ancient Apparition. And just look at that toss. Epic for days being thrown out. Oh, he's also going to go down. Nice skill there. 2-for-0. Now the Dark Dice is on the run. He's only got those Shankle Boots available. He has taken damage, so that has deactivated. He doesn't have that movement speed. Panda 737 going on for the fight. Should be able to catch him down. Oh, a nice kill there. That's a 7-kill wicked streak going down. Luna has got the Eclipse available, but there's all sorts of heroes there and just pops. Terabyte just in a very, very good position there. Dragon Knight is nowhere to be found. Sitting in the top lane, trying to push out the lane. I'm not sure even if DK was there, if he would have been able to do anything at the moment. But they quickly making easy work of the side of New Text Document. 137 is there. But the regen from Sangreal is going to help him, and Tiny is not going to be able to get him down that easily. Stun going on to Sangreal. We've got Terabyte coming in as well as the ulti from AA. Oh, but look at that. The Eclipse wasted. Nice stun coming out there from the Witch Doctor. And read that situation to perfection. Seems that the tide now is actually starting to turn against the side of New Text Document. It's almost as if villains have found their second breath and are fighting back. They are gaining quite a lot of ground, and it remains to see if they're going to be able to keep it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
trying to get down that Ancients. Does manage to do so. We do have Demonic Lord just stealing those bounty runes. Is going to build into a 4-staff, and that might even lead into a Hurricane Pike. Nice D-ward coming out there from Witch Doctor. Does have 2 wards available as well as the cloak. So he's going to want to build into that Glimmer Cape. Epic for Days does spot him out. He does have the Blink Dagger available. Veil of Discord should be the next item for Puck. Seems they are pushing towards the top tower now.
Radiant's top tower is
Epic for
under
Days
attack.
will only be able to stop them for a short while, especially with that Dream Coil. Lock them into place, but he's going to need TPs coming in from the rest of the team though.
Radiant's top tower is under
Fortification going onto the tower. Panda 737 taking quite a bit of damage there. He's going to heal up. Nice blink there. Task going on to Epic for Days, and he's just going to Illusionary Orb away, and they are going to manage to take the tower down. But at the same time, in the bottom lane, it seems that it's going to be a trade.
Dire's bottom tower couldn't withstand the tide.
But it's going now for a tier 3 tower.
Dire structures are fortified.
Tiny has to TP back, and so does the rest of the team. Nice stun coming out there. Dark Dice going on to Terabyte. Leap coming in from Alvin. Oh, Witch Doctor going down. But Newtek's Document not afraid to fight. We've got a TP coming in there from the Enchantress. Eclipse as well, but oh, bad decision there. They're trying so hard to defend this bottom tower, making unnecessary mistakes. Tiny jumping in, just look at the damage. Absolutely massive Sangreal. And Tupac. That is an entire team wipe. And now they have to push exceptionally hard just to gain the ground that they've lost. They have lost a tier 3 tower, the range barracks, as well as the melee barracks almost down. So they're going to have to push this one very, very quickly. Demonic Lord is able to deal with the creep waves exceptionally quick. Does have the Blink Dagger now available as well, but we do have a pause coming in. I think there might be some lag issues. But that does give me a time to just once again go through the items. Luna does have the Mask of Madness, as well as the Dragon Lance, as well as the Yasha. So that is the Manta style that Luna is possibly going to get. Might decide to go for Sanchin Yasha, but I think the Manta style would be more viable. On a Puck, also Blink Dagger, still has got the Null Talisman, holding his way to the Veil of Discord and that Eel Scepter. It's just going to give him that additional speed boost and help quite a bit. Dragon Knight has got the Shadow Blade as well as the Armlet, so he's going to try and tank up as much as he possibly can. Tusk has got a Tome of Knowledge, very important just to help try and get back the experience lost through all the kills that, or deaths rather, that he has suffered. Ancient Apparition does have the Eel Scepter, is going to help him also quite a bit. And then the Smoke of Deceit. On Tiny, we do have the Echo Saber with the Phase Boots and the Drum of Endurance. And it seems that he's next possibly going to build into the Blade Mail, which makes him even more dangerous. Nagasaran has got that Meteor Hammer, which he has used quite a bit. Enchantress with the Force Staff, building into a Pipe of Insight. Templar Assassin has got that Desolator, going to build into that Black King Bar and the Blink Dagger. And finally we've got Witch Doctor, who is also got the Infused Raindrops, has got the Cloak, still trying to get that Glimmer Cape up. Very important item there for Witch Doctor. So it seems that they've sorted out their lag issues. And we are getting into the game very, very shortly. And we are back into the action. 18 for 16, 22 minutes into the game. $37 has got that invisibility rune.
Got it.
Should be able to easily engage, especially going onto Dark Dice. Nice little avalanche and toss. And that is the end of the Ancient Apparition. Easy kill there for him. Just look at the damage that this tower is taking. That is a tier 2 tower, bottom Radiant, that's going down. Gangrel is there, he does have the Shadow Blade activated, going on to Demonic Lord. Not the best of decisions, he does obviously have the refraction available. I think it's just trying to scare him a bit and chase him back, which he does manage to do.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Upon a loyal warrior.
I'm just wondering when exactly they are going to decide to go for the Roshan. Stacks all over the map. Those illusions from Naga Siren. Right, she didn't go for the Radiance. You have that to the game. We do have a smoke up now. Alvin and 1337. Ooh, smoke now. Dark Dice catches out the Witch Doctor. Does get the Ult Scepter, but he's going to go down very, very quickly. Leap going out from Alvin. Are they actually going to try and engage on this one? We do have Puck sitting on the sideline. Call does go out, but oh, the damage! That fight's turned so hard against the Naga Siren. I'm not sure if they had a sort of a communication error, but Tiny had no interest in that whatsoever. Ooh, but he gets caught out by Epic for days. Oh, Ancient Apparition counters with that Ul Scepter.
I came here for a battle.
And that's the end of the dominating streak for Tiny. Big fingers there by the Ancient Apparition. But now they want to go back for the ranged and melee barracks. Sleep is not available. Big jump in going there. Tupac as well as Epic for days. He's just going to, yeah, he's not actually going to be able to get away. Does get slowed up. Didn't jump with the illusionary orb. That is the Doom Call. Nice little stun going on to the Enchantress. But now they have managed to get that Rax down. Ranged and melee in the bot. It's just going to back away now. Nice little ward here by Dark Dice. Anti-style recipe in the stash. Oh, they've actually caught Zangreal. He's been netted up. Dark Tide's coming in. Beautiful little Yule Scepter. That's the ulti coming in. BKB being popped there by Demonic Lord. Sleep coming out from the Naga Siren. Everyone is there. Jumping onto Panda. Death Ward being popped down. Terabyte standing his ground. That's 3 heroes down. Buck also very much in trouble. Is Buck going to go down? Buck manages to stay alive, but now Tiny and Naga Siren is in a lot of danger there. Nice double kill going out there too. Terabyte managing to keep most of the heroes alive. Unfortunately, Tiny did go down, but Buck as well managed to stay alive in that one. Look at the damage coming from the side of villains. All of the spells that they've actually used.
Oh, look at it go!
And still only 1k net worth team net worth ahead, and that's 28 minutes into the game. A lot of new text documents farming pretty well. Now finally they've decided to go for Roshan. Looking at the talent tree, 200 psionic trap damage as well as 25 attack speed.
Got it.
And Naga Siren will be able to farm up quite nicely at the bot lane, making use of that meteor hammer. But now new text documents going for the Roshan. Have Terabyte coming in from the side. He does finally have that Glimmer Cape available. Are going to manage to take Roshan, and Tex does take it. Seems that they're going to want to push up the mid lane, get down that tier 2 as well as the tier 3 tower. But they are going to have to go uphill after that. And it all depends on the defendability from the side of villains. Managed to make quick work of that tier 2 tower. Very quickly dewarding. Witch Doctor has decided to go for the 5 armor in the talent tree. Seems they're going to want to go up against this one.
Dire's bottom shrine.
Going for the shrine, which is a risky play. We've got all of them smoked up. Nice jump in there from 127. Beautiful avalanche. And did he manage to get the toss? I think yes, he did. Oh, and Tusk is going to pay for his insolence.
Gotcha. Blessings upon a
30 minutes into the game, 23-22.
Fast as a diving dragon.
A prize.
I'll take that.
Panda just taking one of those meat wagons.
Dire are scanning for enemies. Dire's
They're going
top
for
shrine
that
is under attack.
shrine. In this case, I would have thought that, look, if they find all fair enough, they're going to go for the shrine. But, you know, possibly push for, you know, maybe the tier 2 in the mid lane. But they have decided to come back, and I don't think they're even going to be able to defend it. But they do shrine it up.
Dire's top shrine is under
Keep
attack.
coming in there from Naga Siren. Now we've got Tiny coming in. Oh, bit of miscommunication there. That avalanche misses. That's Luna popping that. Look at all this damage. Sangreal taking quite a bit of damage. Alvin also going to go down. And this is just a massacre happening right now. Demonic Lord is not able to go anywhere. Does sit. But look at the damage output that he brings to the table. Luna is in a bit of trouble there. Oh, but Demonic Lord manages to take him out. Witch Doctor has been stunned up. Dual Scepter there onto Demonic Lord, but I don't think it's going to be enough to kill him. Dupak, does he have that punch available? Yes, he does, going on to Demonic Lord, but he does manage to take down Tusk, and this could be the advantage that they were looking for. Now is the time that they can actually go ahead and push towards that tier 2 tower. There are 4 heroes down. Buyback statuses on everyone on the side, with the exception of Epic 4 Days, has got buyback. On the side, and Tusk as well also does not have buyback available, but all the other heroes can actually buy back. But I would say the most important one, especially the Puck and the Tusk, it's going to be an uphill battle to fight against that. So this is the time that they should have actually been pushing.
I'll take that.
You have the nullifier on Tiny as well. 120 gold a minute to that of the Witch Doctor. Could have gone for the 2 extra cast bounces, but I think he's having a major issue in terms of getting that gold up. So that is what he is going to decide to do. We've got additional 50 damage as well as 10 intelligence, but possibly I would have said maybe go for spell damage. His damage does a hell of a lot, especially against villains, and yeah, he possibly might have also considered that the pipe is on the Enchantress. Not a lot of psionic traps on the battlefield as yet. Demonic Lord has got that BKB. He is building into the Bloodthorn now.
Radiant's middle tower handled this deluge.
Ooh, nice sleep coming out there from Nagasiren, but is that going to be enough? Beam Call has been used. Oh, look at that. 2 heroes down at the same time. Death Ward coming out there from Terabyte, but they're fighting it up to go against Tusk. That is a killing spree to Demonic Lord. They are turning the tide very, very quickly, going up against Dark Dice. Nice little force off there onto 127, and that's 4 heroes down. Just a gold feet there on 127, but he quickly recovers from that one.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this.
You have a buyback now coming in from the Tusk. That's basically Luna, Buck and Tusk that have bought back. DK has been alive, trying to push that top lane. He could have possibly just come back to try and defend, but forcing those buybacks. If any of the team fights go wrong, anything against the side of Mutex Document, this is pretty much over.
What have we here? Dire's bottom shrine is under attack. Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
And villains now on the defense.
Got it.
A prize.
Illusion.
Big 4 Days does have that Ill Scepter as well as the Veil of Discord. Seems that wants to build into the Agnum Scepter. Got the Bloodthorn here on the Templar Assassin. And wants to build into the Butterfly next. Oh, we've got the Hurricane Pike on the Enchantress. Dawn's not back yet. Oh, and the engagement, just look at this fight. That's a Dream Core going down. Demonic Lord just popping that BKB. Sleep coming out there from Alvin. Tex gets zoned out completely with the BKB. Sangreal just a bit too late with the BKB, but he does manage to finally pop it. That is Templar Assassin that is going to go down. Terabyte gets caught in that. Does pop the Glimmer Cape. Nice little jump coming out there, but Tusk also manages to go down. That's 3 heroes down. They do not have any buyback, so they are going to sit out their duration in the sin bin. This is possibly the opportunity that the side of villains were actually waiting for. They should be able to make easy work of this mid tower. Tiny has got that Hyperstone up. Ulti coming in there from AA. Not going to be enough to kill them though. Alpha is just sneakily getting rid of that tower. Let's look at the damage output from 1327. Does get frozen. That's 2 heroes that need to defend. That cold feet just keeping 157 in place. That is a mid tier 3 as well as the Rack's gone. They could possibly focus their attention now towards the bottom lane. They are going towards this bot shrine on the Radiant side.
Regeneration.
Witch Doctor also building into the Agnums. Does have more than enough gold to do it. However, if he does manage to buy it now, he is not going to have any sort of buyback. Witch Doctor doesn't have buyback anyway. Does have that Agnum Scepter. That's the Crimson Guard going up onto Nagasaran. Just Tiny getting a bit frustrated, tossing that tree away. Going to pick up another tree. And they've waited for Roshan to come back. Definitely been spotted out there. Tiny's actually going to pick up the Invis. Oh, engagement 1237 does get the Ice Wall as well as the Eclipse coming through. But Alvin cancelling it very quickly with the sleep. Tupac taking so much damage as well as the Tusk. Tusk that's going to go down. Sangreal trying to fight it out. Does manage to get down the Witch Doctor. That's also the Dust. Oh, that is 3 for 2. Lord taking quite a lot of damage there. Does get the cold feet on him. Does manage to escape it. Dark Dice has been slowed up. That's the All Scepter. Silence going on to the Nagasaran. Crimson Guard being popped. They are having a lot of issues in. Oh, the ulti from AA just misses that of Demonic Lord. Poor Grandpa Roshan being taken out quite easily. Look at that damage and the slow. I mean, they're trying to go for the Enchantress. Poor Grandpa Roshan can't really do much. And Dark Dice, I think, is just trying to wait it out. Epic for days has managed to steal the Ages of Immortal. That's a beautiful play from him there.
Dire's middle tower is ground.
All the magic going on to Panda. He manages to survive as long as he can. Nice body block coming out there from Dark Dice. Does get frozen up. But they're still not able to kill 737. Does manage to Hurricane Pike himself out of that one.
Illusion.
Got it.
Well, now the team net worth on the side of villains has gone up to 6,000k 42 minutes into the game. But this game could still go either way. A mistake from any of these sides, especially on the side of New Text Document, will obviously mean that the buybacks are not available.
Blessings upon
And it
Lord
is
Warrior.
definitely going to cause issues. The only 3 heroes that do have buybacks is Demonic, then Panda, as well as Alvin. That's 3 heroes on the side of villains that will be able to buy back. All the others will not be able to do so. They're now going to go for the top tower.
Look at it go.
Nice little dream call coming out. Oh, bit of miscommunication there. That avalanche does go awry. Is that battle breaking out? That's the Witch Doctor that's going to go down. They're fighting back with everything that they've got. Templar Assassin also in a lot of trouble. Does manage to sneak away, but the dust comes out. Tupac trying to fight it out. 1-2-3-7. Oh, it's just not enough to do anything. That's a tier 3 as well as a
Dire's middle tower is
Rax going down. Now they're focusing all their attention towards mid. Epic for Days manages to silence the TA. Ice Wall coming out.
under pressure.
Epic for Days still there. 7 seconds before the Doom Call is active. Look at the damage that Buck is actually taking there.
Dire's middle tower is
Tiny has managed to fall. Templar Assassin is out for 115 seconds. And everything has just backfired on the side of villains. They did so well. They took way too long to go for the push. They didn't really take advantage of the situation. And unfortunately right now they're paying the price for it.
My gratitude.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think this is the last ditch effort coming from the side of villains. Nice little stun coming through. Deathward being popped down is popping on everyone. Buck trying to get out. Oh! And manages to actually escape. But they do get the AA and the tusk down. Silence on Epic for Days. Oh, and that is the Aegis of Immortal finally getting popped. Buck trying to juke his way out of that one, but he does get caught. Sun coming out and Epic for Days not going to be able to get away from that one. That is the Dream Core also coming out, just keeping them there. 7,000 net worth just like that going to the side of New Tech Document. And that was like an instant swing of the net worth, 8,000 at the moment. Do now have the Assault Cuirass on the Tiny.
Haste.
Now they have to fight up against Mega Creeps. It is going to slow down their push, but they would still be able to possibly go for a win. But they're going to have to split up and clear out these lanes. There's not much else they can do in that regard. They're just going to have to stay and defend. And this is exactly what the side of New Text Document wanted. Keep them occupied, keep them busy. Don't let them have the opportunity to push. And they're doing that very, very well. Their team fight strategy is working beautiful. but it could still change in a matter of a blink of an eye.
Don't run off.
Oh, sleep coming in there from Alvin. Got Templar Assassin and Panda. Sleep going on to the Luna. Jumping onto Tusk. They've committed to this one. Nice little clips coming out there. 157 jumping in. All hell's breaking loose. That's a Death Ward going down. TXT taking so much damage as well as the Tusk coming through. Everything is absolutely going wrong now, but no. Oh, they're actually fighting back. 2 years down for the side of New Text Document. Demonic Lord. There is a Sentry Ward, but he does manage to blink away. Very, very quick fingers there, but he does get caught there. GG being called now from the side of Villains. And game number 1 is going to go in the 38 to 40. It doesn't matter at all, as you can see, but a very, very interesting game. I'm just going to head into an after-game analysis and my thoughts of what exactly happened here. For those watching live on YouTube and Twitch, you will be able to see that. Unfortunately, those watching in-game, you unfortunately won't be. So let's get right into that very, very quickly. Just want to have a look at the scoreboard. As you can see, the highest scoring hero is Sangreal at 22,000 net worth. That is 4,000 more than Tiny, which does farm exceptionally well. Looking at the graphs, the game was pretty much up and down, but definitely I would say from difficult to call, but yeah, but basically from the 60-minute mark, that's when things started going awry, and yeah, it was very, very difficult for Villains to deal with that. They did definitely take too long to finish the matchup, but that unfortunately backfired very, very heavily. So we are going to go into game number 2 very shortly, so don't go anywhere, stick around, and we will be back shortly.
Crucial Ballistix gaming memory delivers the seamless performance and instant responsiveness you need for total domination. With Ballistix gaming memory, you get faster speeds, lower latencies, and aggressive heat spreaders. Advanced features such as LEDs, low-profile modules, and real-time temperature monitoring let you customize your rig further. Ballistix modules are available in DDR3 and the latest DDR4 technology, which is faster, has lower voltages, and greater capacities than DDR3. Choose your level of performance with Sport, Tactical, or Elite series, and crush the competition with Ballistix. Accelerate nearly everything on your rig with a crucial SSD. Slash load times, get into your game faster, and access files, games, and apps almost as soon as you click on them. Choose the form factor that's right for your build and destroy the competition with the power and acceleration of a crucial SSD.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to game number 2, Ballistix Masters South Africa 2018. Game number 2, Villains versus New Text Documents. And as always, it's your boy Latre, sponsored by Chaotech. And it seems that there is no delay in this matchup. A lot of respect bands coming out. That is the tiny villains taking out their own hero, as well as the Tusk. Now the Omni Knight as well as the Shadow Shaman being taken out by the side of New Text Document. We still have a third ban in this first phase of banning. Villains taking their time to decide what it is that they would want to ban out. And they've decided to ban out the Nagasara, and they don't want to play against the heroes that they have just played. So they definitely considering in terms of what they actually want to do in this game, and they are changing up their strategy just a little bit more, and that's just going to help them quite a bit. Now 10 seconds remaining in the reserve time for the final ban, but they have decided to take out the Disruptor. Waiting for the first pickup from the side of Villains. What is it that they're going to go this time around? They have decided to pick up the Puck, and they're trying to change things up against the side of New Text Document, who has just played that hero. So they're possibly trying to show that, look, if you guys can do Puck, we can do Puck better. And gonna be nice to see how they will actually fulfill the role of puck. That I would assume that would be a off-lane puck. He does very well there. He does have a lot of escape as well as the silence and the phase shift as well. He could possibly go into the mid lane as well. So a very versatile hero, that one, and very nice in terms of setting up those ganks. Now we are waiting for the first pickup from the side of Newtek's document. They've gone straight up into the reserve time, and they have decided to pick up the Rubik. So they're going to try and counter the puck with the Rubik. Nice pickup there from them. So they're going to have to be careful with the next couple of picks that they decide to take. Maybe it could just sway them to not taking any heroes with big ultimate abilities, like for example Magnus, possibly picking up a Warlock, those type of heroes which do massive amounts of AoE damage. And picking up a Tidehunter could be very detrimental, as Rubik will make use of any of those big ultimate abilities.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Oh, and straight up they decide to go for the Sand King. Offers a lot of disruption in the game, has got the Sandstorm just to harass the lane, and also does help quite a bit in the bush to farm up those creeps, especially with a level 2, level 3 Sandstorm. Can farm up quite easily, get that much needed Blink Dagger, also with the Epicenter that does so much damage. So the Sand King is very dangerous here. He does offer quite a bit of stun, but now villains have decided to pick up the Kunkka. Now there was a game that I saw last night with the Kunkka busy stacking the Ancients, using the Torrent basically, and in that particular game the stacks was basically unlimited. They took so long to get the stacks down, and I'm going to try and go for that same sort of strategy, just to farm up and basically stack the Ancients and the Creeps. But now also the Viper and the Enchantress is being banned out from either of these two teams. We are waiting for the fourth ban out from the side of Newtek's. But I just want to get back to the Kunkka though. It's a very nice pickup, but it's going to be nice to see where they actually want to go with the Kunkka. As I mentioned, the game that I saw last night, which was a ranked match on EU servers, Kunkka spent a lot of time stacking up those Ancients. But obviously when the Luna that played in that particular match went to farm it up, Kunkka very quickly gained all the experience lost in terms of standing there and stacking every minute. The Dragon Knight and the Razor now being banned out from either of these two teams, and I think for this particular cast I actually want to stand up, because I know it's going to be absolutely insane. These two teams are, from what I've seen so far, are doing exceptionally well in the Ballistix Masters South Africa 2018, and I doubt that any of you guys will be able to stay glued to your seats. The Doom, very surprising pickup here from the side of Newtek's document. That possibly will be going into the offlane position, and not really much to say in regards to the Doom. He has got the Doom. He's able to devour creeps and use their abilities. Got the Firewalk, so he's able to do quite a bit of damage in the AoE. And the Phantom Lancer being picked up there from the, and villains play. They are tied on the, and I do feel picks that they've already taken. I do feel that they have the upper hand against Newtek's document at the moment. They're going to rely quite heavily on the Sand King. And the Gyrocopter now being picked up, so that's just going to try set up those ganks, get that missiles off. It's got a huge AoE in terms of the ultimate ability. It is going to be able to slow them down, but I do still feel that Phantom Lancer will be able to get away from it and cause utter chaos. And as I said before, Villains does play the Phantom Lancer exceptionally well, and we are in for a treat tonight in this game number 2. I really can't wait. 1 minute
Dyer's bad
seconds,
now.
and they've decided to pick up the Oracle. In my opinion, the Oracle is pretty much like a dazzle, to heal up, to negate, you know, any sort of spell. Possibly, I'm gonna have to check and see if the Doom Ultimate is able to be dispelled. I can't really remember, but I think that is the reasoning behind the Oracle, and that is just to try and, you know, negate any sort of strong spells that's being used, especially if it's damage over time or anything to that effect. The Obsidian Destroyer now being banned out by the side of New Text Document, as well as the Storm Spirits from the side of Villains, and we are waiting for the final pickup from their side. They do have the Puck and the Kunkka, as well as the Phantom Lancer and the Oracle. They do still have a lot of reserve time remaining, so they can take their time and consider what they could pick. Kunkka, I would assume, is going to be out of the match quite a while, if that is the strategy that they're going to go for in terms of, you know, stacking creeps and especially those ancients. Very, very nice, and I do hope we get to see that, so that you guys at home watching in-game on YouTube as well as on Twitch get to see that as well. I mean, with every game, you know, you always learn something new, so hopefully this could be an educational match at the same time. But it's all about who takes that final tower, and Villains have decided to go for the Tidehunter. Oh, wow. I've just mentioned earlier that picking up a Tidehunter might be detrimental to them, especially facing up against a Rubik.
10 seconds.
And they've actually gone and picked up a Tidehunter. Tidehunter has quite a big ulti with the Ravage, and Puck with that Dream Coil. Rubik really has so many spells that he's able to make use of. He can steal X marks the spot for the Kunkka as well as the Torrent. He can possibly with that final pick. They've got the Rubik and the Sand King, as well as the Doom and the Gyrocopter. "39 seconds remaining. I don't know anything as yet. "20 seconds remaining. Are they going to keep us hanging to the last second? "5 seconds remaining, and now they've decided to go for the Death Prophet. So it does seem that yeah, the Death Prophet and the Gyrocopter can work very, very well together, especially with the Gyrocopter's ultimate and the Death Prophet's exorcism. I think that Death Prophet will be going into the mid lane position. Gyrocopter, I would assume, is going to go safe lane. Sand King could possibly go into off lane, or particularly the Doom. Tidehunter will be going into off lane. Puck's gonna go on the Rubik and Sand King, that is your roaming support there. As I said, they might use Sand King in offlane just to try and get those levels up. He could also possibly go into you know, the safe lane as well. The Sand King is a very, very versatile hero that you can basically play in. But we're going to go straight into the action here. On the side of Villains, the Phantom Lancer will be played by 1337. Oracle is going to be played by Terabyte. Kunkka will be played by Alvin. Tidehunter by Panda 737. Buck is going to be played by Demonic Lord. And on the other end of the map, for the side of New Text Document, we do have Tupac playing on Sand King, Gyrocopter on Text, Death Prophet will be played by Sangreal, and Doom will be played by Epic 4 Days, and finally the Dark Dice will be played by Rubik. We do currently have a disconnection. Means that everyone from the side of New Text Documents is moving towards the bot lane, and on the side villains, they are going to go all seemingly towards the top lane, with the exception of 1337. Hasn't taken up any skills as yet. He does have the Stout Shield available, as well as the Tangos. Oracle has got the Sentry Wards. Drinker with the Smoke, Tidehunter, GG Branches, and the Tangos. Fuck with that Null Talisman, just to try and get just that much additional mana. Sand King has gone straight up with the boots. Gyrocopter with the Circlet. Death Prophet also with the Null Talisman. Doom with the Stout Shield. And Rubik with the Observer and the Sentry Wards. So I do hope that my sound is fixed. I mean that there is a bit of issues with the audio. If anyone is experiencing the problem, I do apologize.
And we're on
And the
way.
game has been resumed. No smoke on the side of New Text Document. Smoke coming up from the top side.
"30 seconds to battle."
We definitely have exactly the same idea. 1337 needs to be very, very careful here. He might find himself in a very, very difficult position.
At last, the battle begins.
And it definitely seems that either of the sides
Bounty.
Alvin has got the torrent up. Torrent lands onto Rubik. It does get the lift up. That is a nice little Spirit Lance coming out there. Beautiful stun coming out from Terabyte, and this could be the first blood going on. Yes! Terabyte getting the kill on the Dark Dice. Now the chase is on to It's Big 4 Days. He has been slowed down. Tupac coming in from the side. He does have that Burrow Shark available, but the Torrent is going to miss. In the top lane, Panda just going to make full use of that Anchor Smash. Does get lifted up by Dark Dice. Text is there. Does get that Rocket Barrage off. Tidehunter needs to play very, very safe here. In the mid lane, we've got Sangreal as well as Demonic Lord. Tidehunter, he's being lifted. Sun coming out. And that is Tex that manages to get the kill. Quick TP in there, but oh, mistake coming out from Tupac. That is a suicide right there. Not being able to escape. Tupac, the TP was on cooldown, and I do feel he didn't really want to stay in that area too long, losing experience. So rather just die and get back into the game. Cooldowns in terms of death penalty are still very, very short.
bounty.
Phantom Lancer and the Death Prophet not doing too bad in terms of their last hits. Nice little X marks the spot as well as the Torrent coming through. Epic for Days in a bit of trouble then. Nice stun coming out there from Terabyte, and they're going to manage to take out Epic for Days. 157 does get that kill. Good teamwork there from the side of villains. Top lane, oh, stun coming out. Panda's in a bit of trouble there. TP coming in from Alvin. Torrent coming up. That does miss them, it's with the exception of that poor little creep there.
I think not.
Demonic Lord just making use of that orb.
Invisibility.
Alvin is invis at the moment. Is he wanting to go into Sangreal on the Death Prophet? Demonic Lord has got the silence as well as the illusionary orb. X marks the spot. Torrent coming out. Beautiful little damage coming through there. Demonic Lord using that Spirit Siphon. Terabyte coming in from the side. Gets a beautiful little root off. Sangreal is in trouble. And he does go down to Demonic Lord. Very well played to them. Tupac coming in from a TP. At the bot lane, Epic for Days. Not really getting that much farm up. Has not eaten a creep as yet, but he is going to steal the bounty rune. Back in the mid lane, taking a lot of damage from that Crypt Swarm. Dark Dice coming in from the side, bottling up that illusion.
Middle is missing.
Epic for Days once again. X marks the spot. Torrent with that Spirit Lance. Another stun coming out there from Terabyte. And another kill going to 1337. Doing very, very well to get 1337 farmed up as quick as they possibly can. Once he gets his ulti. Ooh, Panda 737 being stunned up. But he's quite tanky at the moment. That Kraken Shell is definitely helping quite a lot. But it seems 1337 is wanting to get another kill. Summoning Oracle to come through. Possibly wait for the Kunkka to come as well. But now at the top lane, Panda 737, he's in a bit of trouble trying to juke his way through the trees. Trying to run as best as he possibly can, going up. Ooh, stun actually misses from Tupac. Rocket barrage coming through, but he does manage to go down, keeping the heroes busy. One, 2, 3, 7 does have that Ring of Aquila. Oh, stun coming out, but yeah, don't think they really want to do anything there up against the Doom right next to the tower. Gonna try go for it, does get the stun off, but Alvin is gonna try and steal it. Alvin does manage to do so. X marks the spot coming out as well as the Torrent. Epic for Days in trouble again now. 157 coming in, another Lance coming through. Is he gonna be able to take him down? Oh, nice kill. 157 once again, but the Dark Dice now caught in an awkward situation. He's going to be taken down by Alvin. 2 heroes down very, very quickly. Nice stun coming out from Tupac. Rocket barrage once again coming through. And Tex is on a killing spree at the moment. Mana boots on the Sand King. And the treads onto the Phantom Lancer. Rubik just coming into Planter Ward. Trying to work his way towards that Mana boots. Force coming through. Well, Phantom Lancer doing very well. Has got that power treads up with that Quelling Blade. That's also just going to help. Just that additional damage. Also able to get those ward. And then the Ring of Aquila with just you know, that much stats. Oracle has got the Boots of Speed with the Observer Ward, very important item, and the Clarity. Unka still has that Smoke of Deceit and a Mana Boot. That's like 7 minutes in the game. Tidehunter has got the Boots of Speed up. Buck, 2 Null Talismans. Dan has got the Mana Boots already. Use Raindrops as well as the Phase Boots and the Ring of a Killer on the Gyro. Death Prophet. 2 Null Talismans with the boots. Doom Boots as well. And the boots. Now we do have a reconnection. Players, I think, just waiting very quickly. 7 minutes in the game and 2000 team net worth already for the side of villains. And that, I assume that they would want to go and you know, get back into this one with a win on game number 2, but that's still to be seen. Exorcism coming out. Monic Lord does have that Boom Call available. Alvin coming out. X marks the spot. Lauren coming through. Nice, beautiful there. And that's Dream Call just catching Sangreal, but ooh! Nice kill there. Oh, Panda just taking so much damage. And that is a wasted ulti going to text.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Monic Lord doing very well.
I'll take your tribute.
Five seconds before the Doom Call is available again. 1337 having a ball of a time, working his way towards that Diffusal Blade.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Ulti on Epic for days. Alvin just sitting in the sideline. He's got a ward up there, so he knows exactly if anyone is rotating this, but in the mid lane, Monic Lord just jumping to the Dire side, trying to avoid.
Structures are fortified.
Silence up. He actually does quite a lot of damage to Dark Dice, but manages to illusionary orb his way out of that one. Once again at the top lane, Panda 737 does manage to get the Ravage off. Tupac taking a lot of damage, does get the Sandstorm off.
Dire's bottom tower is
Oh, Sangreal does killing spree going to Demonic Lord, and Terabyte getting a beautiful kill there onto the Death Prophet.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Epic for days.
Dire's middle tower is
Making use of Scorched Earth. Nice torrent coming through. Alvin going in. He needs to be careful. Doom has not been used yet.
Dire's middle tower is under
1 second before the launch is available. Epic for days is trying to juke his way out of that one. Terabyte now coming through as well. There is no TP scroll on Epic for days, so he's going to have to hide. But Tupac coming in. We've got another TP coming in there from Gyro. But Epic for days manages to stay alive, and that's Oracle that's going to go down. Still a chase going up onto Epic for days. 127 is going to take it. Stunned up there by Tupac, and he's going to lose that 4-kill streak. And they definitely overstayed their welcome. And New Text Document definitely punished them for that one. Got that Yule Scepter next up for Demonic Lord. Definitely going to help a lot, especially with movement speed. Now 157 is in a bit of trouble there. Actually manages to jump away, but Tupac waiting for that move. Nice little stun up into the sandstorm. Gyrocopter coming in, beautiful little ulti popping down, and that's going to be the end of 127 once again in a very short duration. New Text Document laying down the law at the moment.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Tupac does have the epicenter available. Dark Guys does have the spell steal as well. Bunka popping down a very quick ward. Still has those arcane boots.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Panda has been suffering quite a bit.
Is missing.
The tower is still standing strong. Phantom Lance are almost done with that Diffusal Blade. In the mid lane, beautiful Dream Core going up against Death Prophet. That's the ghost ship coming through. X marks the spot, has landed as well as the turret. And Demonic Lord is going to get a dominating kill. Epic for Days coming in, he does still have the Doom available. Panda's there as well as the Ravage. Dark Guy's just sitting on the edge, waiting for an ulti that he can use. Nice stun up coming through, illusionary all being used. That's the Ravage. Orange. And that's only the Gush stolen there from Dark Dice. Terabyte being blocked up very nicely there by Epic 4 Days. Stun coming through. Tidehunter has been ulted up. Oracle is going to go down. Tide in so much trouble. And that's the Anchor Smash being stolen. Top lane Text manages to get down that tower. Has already got the Mask of Madness.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
137.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Fortified structures can't be breached.
Fortification being activated in the mid lane. But we have Sunreal coming through. Still has the Exorcism available, but not going to be able to stop that tower from going down.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
So the Diffusal Blade is finally up there for the Phantom. It seems that he wants to bolt straight into a heart. Oracle has that mana boots and will want to build into the Aether Lens just to get that additional range and magic damage as well. Ghost Ship on Akunka has got the mana boots, but we have an Exorcism right now. Fortification coming through. Villains are not defending this one, they're actually pushing towards that top tower. This could be a mistake. They could possibly decide to even go for a tier 2 tower right now. They do have a creep wave pushing in, and they might force the side of villains to actually come back.
Is under attack. Radiant fortified their structures.
Tupac sitting on the sideline, Illusionary Orb coming in. X marks the spot on Epic for days. Beautiful torrent, and that is ulti coming in there from the gyrocopter. Panda is there. He's got 6 seconds before that Ravage becomes available. X marks the spot coming through. Dark Dice is going to go down. Epicenter there from the Sand King and the Ravage coming through. Eel Scepter, Panda tanking it up, but that is the Gyro that's also going to go down. They're fighting it out. Tupac going to go down. That's 3 Euros on each side. Epic for days going on to Alvin. Is he going to be able to get that kill? Yes, he manages to get that, but that is potential suicide. And Demonic Lord, that is a complete team wipe on the side of Newtek's document. And I think that he would definitely want to learn from the mistake of game number 2, not pushing out the lanes and taking full advantage. We do have Rubik that has respawned. He is, I think, the lowest level, second lowest level. So his respawn time is quite short. Looking for a rune. Has found it in the form of the double damage. X marks the spot. Alvin's just going to try and... Oh, but he does get stunned up and he's not going to be able to steal the bounty. Tupac was too fast for him. I think that was just a coincidence that they met each other there. I don't really think that was planned out at all. But I haven't really seen the stacks coming in from the Kunkka, especially on the Ancients. Tempo that the game is going, there is no real time to do that. Newtek's document is a very good opponent for them. They are definitely battling it out, but Newtek's documents have now decided to go once again for that tier 2 tower. Exorcism is available. Panda running into that one blindly, and he gets taken out. Demonic Lord popping that Dream Core. Sangreal does get stunned up. Epic for days as well, but they are forcing it now. 17 minutes in the game, 17 for 14. 1k team net worth, and that goes straight up to the side of Newtek's document, who has now taken the lead. Smoke coming up, just heading back. 1237 just jumping out, making use of that TP, and his illusions are now just going to try and multiply. That is the danger from the Phantom Lancer. With all the correct items, I mean, those illusions can push a lane on their own. He doesn't even need to be there. You also can... Ooh, that torrent actually misses. X marks spot. Oh, Ghost Ship coming through. Beautiful little silence coming through, and that is the Eel Scepter as well. Gyro trying to rocket barrage his way through that one, but Quick Fingers coming out there from Demonic Lord, and he's able to escape. And Epic for days is just being held down there by the X marks the spot. He's not going to be able to give chase or retreat in this case. Dark Dice is still there. He does have the Anchor Smash available. Sand King with a cheeky little ward over here, giving his team a lot of information, but it seems that they want to go on to Tyrant once again. He does have the Ravage available. It could be possible that they're trying to bait it out, but that is the X marks the spot as well as the Torrents coming out once again. 1237 very having a bit of a drop. Should be back shortly. And back into the game. I do apologize for that drop in connection. I'm not entirely sure what exactly happened there, but we are back and we are live. Alvin sitting in the sideline. He does have the Aether lens available. That's just going to ensure the X marks the spot from a longer distance. Does get it off. That's beautiful little jump in there from Demonic Lord going on to the Death Prophet. That is the Ghost Ship and the Torrent. Death Prophet going down.
Death truly that woman's
X marks the
fate?
spot on Tupac. He does get pulled back. And I'm not entirely sure what exactly is happening right now. And we're back into the game. I'm not entirely sure what's happening at the moment.
Double damage!
Don't have any packet loss.
A prize.
Rubik has got that Glimmer Cape, and he's just stolen the Illusory Orb. Terabyte also has got that Aether Lens available. Panda with the mechanism, but oh, Dark Dice jumping into that one. Dex coming in, beautiful ulti coming through. That is the Torrent. Ghost Ship misses. I actually think he actually landed on the gyrocopter. Beautiful Ravage coming through. Demonic Lord dominating. Oh, nice little ulti coming out there from the Oracle, but being body blocked by his own teammate. Turning the tide, Kunkat going down. That is Oracle as well. At 1337, he's still on the run, but he is unfortunately going to go down. That is €3 trade-off for one. And that definitely did not go in the favor of the side of villains right there. Demonic Lord sitting in the sideline. Has got the blink available, does jump in. Just going to try and disrupt them. Maybe try and force them to go back, which he does manage to do successfully.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
I'll take your tribute.
Hasn't made use of the stacking torrent yet. $157 has managed to get up that Heart of Tarask. So he's going to build into a Yasha. He's going to be ever so tanky. He's going to be able to fight for a very, very long time. I think they're possibly maybe calling for a smoke. Smoke, 5 seconds on cooldown. And are they possibly considering or maybe thinking of going for Roshan?
Scanning for enemies.
Checking to see if anyone is in Roshan. Nobody's there. Oh, nice little stun coming there through from Tupac. That is Alvin. He's in a bit of trouble there. He's going to go down. He gets caught out, but now as well. Oh, Oracle, but a quick buyback coming in from Kunkka. Nice Ravage coming through. That's a Death Prophet that's gone down, as well as Tidehunter. So Puck doing very, very well to escape there. That's 3 heroes down for one. They could possibly consider maybe going for a Rax. Kunkka has used the Ghost Ship. He's available again. Seems that they're actually going to want to go for this one. Torrent, Ghost Ship coming through. It does not really land on anyone. Alvin once again, if he's going to go down here, that's going to be a dieback. Nice save coming in there from Oracle.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
We do have a ward here in their base. Don't think that they know it's there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Vibe of Insight. Next item there for the Tidehunter. The Phantom Lancer has got the treads, the Diffusal Blade and the Heart. Mantis Style will be the next item. Oracle does have the Aether Lens, so that is a nice item for him there as well. Kunkka with the Aether Lens as well. Tidehunter with that mechanism. And Puck with the Lincolns, the Blink and the Eel Scepter. Sand King has got that Rod of Atos up. Gyrocopter with the Sanjin Yasha as well as the Mask of Madness. Death Prophet building into that BKB. Doom has got that Shadow Blade up.
Radiant using echolocation.
And Rubik with the Force Staff and the Glimmer Cape. Stun coming out there. Ooh, Oracle being caught out. Not going to be able to save himself. Panda on the run, 6 seconds before that the Ravage becomes available. Eel Scepter onto the Puck. He's going to try and get away. Beautiful Dream Call and the Ghost Ship coming through. Are they going to be able to turn the tides now? That's the Exorcism as well coming through. That's Gyrocopter. Sand King is about to go down. Is he going to? Yes, he's going to go down. That is Kunkka also. Panda is on the run. Epic for Days is giving chase, but that's the Tidehunter that's going to go down. 1337 is going to fall, and Puck is the only one remaining from his team, managing to stay alive. I'm not sure entirely where he is, but he is going to TP back. Just look at that massive fight. All those spells being used. Damage done. Over 10k from the side of Newtek's document. And that's 4,000 team net worth in the favor of Newtek's document. Seemingly again, that it seems that they are starting to take the upper hand. And basically from the 30-minute mark, as we've seen in game number 1, that is the time that they actually start shining. But progressing further into this tournament, definitely, if they're obviously going to watch the broadcaster stream after the game, I'm obviously just trying to give my little input here to the guys, just try and get that down a bit lower. But it could also be, you know, the opponents that they're facing. It could be the possibility that sometimes they start doing it for maybe like the 20-minute mark or so. But I mean, Villains is not an easy opponent. They've done exceptionally well thus far, yeah, I mean it's probably one of the next MGOs out there, and they've got a bright future ahead of them. Newtek's document has been around for a while, so there's a lot of experience on their side as well, and also the players haven't really been swapped around that much. So they know each other pretty well, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this game actually unfolds. That Mask of Madness being used with the flak cannons.
Bounty.
1337. Panda sitting on the side, 9 seconds before the Ravage becomes available. But this could be dangerous. I mean, the tier 2 here is very, very low. They are only managing to push up to that tier 2 now. And this could be an opportunity now for Newtek's document to actually push and go for the tier 3 tower and the racks. But we do have TPs coming in. Puck and Alvin is there. Exorcism being used here. Beautiful little... No, it's not a dream call that was actually used there. Current coming out. Dream call now coming through. Now this is the time that the ghost ship needs to come through. They need to fight this one out. They're trying to go for that Rax. Beautiful little illusionary orb coming out there from the Puck. Epic for days is in Fizz. That ghost ship just didn't come. Now it's going to come. Nice one coming in there from Tupac with that epicenter. But he's now being punished for that. He's been pulled back there by the X marks the spot, but double kill going there to Puck as well. But at the same time, at the top lane, 137 trying to run away from this one. Should be able to avoid it. Yes, he manages to do so, but TXT is on his butt. 1337 trying just to get that heart to kick in again, but unfortunately not going to be able to do that. And the Purifying Flames also helping to take him down. And the 737 has got the Pipe of Insight still with the mech, possibly wanting to build into the Guardian Greaves. Doesn't have the blink up, which I feel is a lot more important for him at the moment. Yes, the Pipe of Insight does help against the magic damage, especially from the Death Prophet and the Sand King, but it's not really going to be enough. He needs to get into those fights very, very quickly, and if he can catch the Rook off guard and just disable it long enough for the team to actually get the kill, the Rubik is not going to be able to turn the team fights back against him. So the Rubik, I feel, is the most dangerous hero on the field right now, and then obviously the Death Prophet and the Sand King. A lot of AoE damage coming out there from them.
Where's my pension? Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Demonic Lord has got a level 3 Dagon up. He's trying to build into 4 and 5. Buck being caught out. Nice jump in there from Demonic Lord. That is the Dream Claw coming out, but Dark Dice is still there. Demonic Lord, is he going to be able to get away? He's going to use that Ulceta Ghost Ship coming through. Doesn't land on anyone. That's Rubik. Rubik has actually stolen the ship, and just look at that turnaround. Beautiful little fight breaking out there. 3 heroes down from the side of villains, and none of the heroes on the side of Newtek's document has actually gone down. Epic for Days is in a bit of trouble there. But 1337 managing to somehow stay alive, and just the cooldown for the doppelganger becomes available, but the Dark Dice is going to be able to get the kill. Phantom Lancer just running back, trying to delay the push as much as possible.
Getting what they deserve.
Jumping in once again there from Demonic Lord, but he is going to get stunned up there by Tupac. Doomcore going down, Silence coming out. That is the Scepter. And I think, yeah, Tupac just mistimed that one. Hunter is in place, he's got the Ravage available, has been 4-staffed in. Is he going to be able to Ravage? He has been silenced up. X marks the spot coming through. That is the Torrent, and Ghost Ship manages to land onto Doom, but Tupac moves out of the way. He is going back into Sandstorm. Epic for Days tanking it up so well, and now Tupac in a bit of trouble. He does get X marks the spot with the Torrent. He is going to fall. Godlike going to Demonic Lord. Possibly maybe send one hero back to the base instead of everyone to try and defend there. Phantom Lancer is there. This is the chance that they had once again in game number 2. They do exactly the same thing, and they back away when they have the opportunity to gain a little bit of additional ground. It could be the possibility that they don't want to send too many creeps up the lane, so that the side of New Text Document will be able to farm off that and come back even stronger. That could be the possible thinking around why they keep going back, where they have the opportunity to push, even if it's for a second or two. They're not gaining the ground advantage that they need to get back into the game. They're literally being pushed into a corner right now. Has played exceptionally well, and Dreamcore coming up once again, has managed to steal the doppelganger, tries to avoid the damage, does get silenced up, but Godlike once again going to Demonic Lord. Rubik tried to do everything in his power to try and actually get away from that one. That is the Dagon level 5, and the Shiva's Guard is up next for Demonic Lord. Terabyte does have the Glimmer Cape available. Let's look at how quickly they push out that lanes. 127. He's just gonna go back.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Anyone is actually at Roshan, but they're gonna want to defend that as quick as they possibly can. If they detect that anyone is there, they might even consider going for the Roshan themselves. I think 1327 just wants to finish up that Mantis style. That's going to give him quite a lot more pushing potential and confuse the enemies with those illusions. The scan does, however, come up, and Terabyte does get picked up. Panda 737, he's got... Oh, but yeah, big decision making there from the Oracle. Are they going to want to go for the Roshan? Lupak is there. He does have the epicenter available as well as that Blink Dagger. He does go on to Kunkka. Beautiful little grab there coming in from the Rubik, and that's the turret being stolen. You see it all coming in. X marks the spot. That is the ghost ship as well. Now Roshan's also caught up in the mix, and this is all hell breaking loose. Kunkka does manage to fall. Beautiful little stun and epicenter coming out there from the Sand King, and that's Oracle and the Tidehunter going down. Now it is the Puck. Oh, but Phantom Lancer is actually going to fall, and they're focusing all their attention now to Grandpa Roshan, standing one side all innocently, and they're taking out their frustrations on the big old man, and that is a Tex that picks up the Ages of Immortal. They should be able to push this one quite quickly. There aren't any real buybacks on the side of villains, with exception, of course, the Phantom Lancer and the Tidehunter. Only other one left is the Puck, hasn't died yet. Kunkka and the Oracle doesn't have anything. They are easily taking that mid-racks. Kunkka and Oracle not able to buy back.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Gyrocopter, he's got the Mjolnir as well, or as some people like to call it, the Mjolnir.
Where's my pension? Illusion.
Having a quick look at those items, Phantom Lancer is struggling quite a bit to finish up that Mantis style. He's about 1,000 gold away, and just struggling. Oracle does have the Glimmer Cape. Excellent. Kunkka also the Glimmer Cape.
Top is missing.
Pretty much the same items, exception of the Dagon on the Puck. Sand King also building up into that Pipe of Insights. "41 minutes into the game, the current score is 30-34, And that is it's going to be very, very interesting. Honestly, I can't say who's actually. Just look at those illusions coming there from. And fight. Buck catching himself in an awkward position, does manage to get the Ill Scepter off. That is the torrent coming through. BKB being popped there by Text. Phantom Lancer trying to avoid any of the damage coming through, but that is the torrent and the ghost coming through once again. Text on the gyrocopter trying to do as much damage as he can to Puck. Panda 737 tanking up the damage. Demonic Lord now caught on the sideline. Exorcism doing so much damage. Panda 737 manages to get that Ravage off. Danstorm once again, 61 seconds before that epicenter becomes available once again, but they do run to the shrine. Panda 737 is going to try TP out, and he does manage to do so. Sangreal on a mega kill, managing to take down the Oracle.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Now moving towards the top tower. 2 Euros down once again. I don't think any of the ultis, with the exception of the Puck, is available. He's going to try jump in there. Tupac just misses. Still able to do quite a lot of damage there. X marks the spot. Oh, but the ghost ship doesn't do anything against the BKB. That's the shrine being popped. Buck is still there. Gunka as well, he's taking a lot of damage from the flak cannon. Beautiful little stun coming in there from the Sand King. Tupac able to get away. So that's already bot and mid racks down. There's only 2 racks remaining. New text document, I would think, would possibly want to get those creeps in there as quickly as possible. 19,000 net worth lead in terms of the team. 43 minutes in the game, 32 to 38.
Radiant's ancient is under attack. We're nearly done here.
New text document have just retreated. Under the Doom, we do have the Blade Mill as well as the Vladimir's offering. Don't have any charges on the Drum of Endurance. Rubik, we do have that Agnum Scepter. Oh, beautiful little item there for him. Gyrocopter does have that Monkey King bar. That does work with the back cannon. So it's a lot of damage coming through. I do see that he has sold the Mask of Madness, and he doesn't need that anymore. Dan King has got the puppet inside and has picked up the Blink Dagger as well. He's having a ball of a time. And Buck unfortunately not able to pick up the regen rune. Phantom Lancer, he could possibly be. Oh, quickly he gets jumped up. He does get muted very, very quickly. That is a massive fight breaking out. Ghost ship coming out. Ooh! Buck with a cheek there. And Sangreal easily getting rid of the Phantom Lancer. Only the Oracle and the Kunkka remaining. Never mind that. We do have a disconnection coming out. GG, well played being called. And these are winners for tonight's new text. New text document manages to take game number 2 as well. So that is a 2-0 victory for the side of NTD and a clean sweep for them. Unfortunately, the side of Villains were not able to keep them out of the base, and this is the result. So for those joining me in game, I do thank you very, very much for joining, and I will see you guys next time. For those on live stream on Twitch and YouTube, we're just going to go into a very quick after game analysis, and we will get right into that. So without any new text document played exceptionally well. 45 minutes in game number 2, 33. and also 42. Also looking at the scoreboard very quickly, the highest earning player was Text on almost 26,000 net worth. Just having a quick look at the graphs though, once again things went all downhill for the side. So that is a very quick after game analysis, just to give you guys an idea of what it is that I noticed during the game. New text document did exceptionally well. Big ups to Villains for trying to stand up to them, but unfortunately tonight they fell. This is your boy Latre for the Ballistix Masters South Africa 2018. I thank you guys so much for staying with me.
Crucial Ballistix gaming memory delivers the seamless performance and instant responsiveness you need for total domination. With Ballistix gaming memory, you get faster speeds, lower latencies, and aggressive heat spreaders. Advanced features such as LEDs, low-profile modules, and real-time temperature monitoring let you customize your rig further. Ballistix modules are available in DDR3 and the latest DDR4 technology, which is faster, has lower voltages, and greater capacities than DDR3. Choose your level of performance with Sports, Tactical, or Elite series, and crush the competition with Ballistix. Accelerate nearly everything on your rig with a crucial SSD. Slash load times. Get into your game faster and access files, games, and apps almost as soon as you click on them. Choose the form factor that's right for your build and destroy the competition with the power and acceleration of a crucial SSD.
Get ready, get ready, get ready,